Hey everyone, I'm here today to talk to you about drinks. And on a day like today where it's super hot, super sunny, the only thing that I really want right now after doing a bunch of yard work is a nice refreshing drink. But the state of California and the California Department of Public Health have recommended that we kind of get away from sugar sweetened beverages like sodas, like energy drinks, things like that, and go towards drinks that have no added sugar and drinks that are predominantly water. So what we're going to do today is basically make some teas, or make one tea and talk about other teas using kind of household ingredients, things that I had on hand at my house that I think that would make a good tea. And if you're thinking like, I don't want to turn my oven on or turn my range on to kind of boil water to make tea, one of the good things about having a sunny day like this is that you can put your tea or put your water in a handy like kettle like this, glass jar like this. Put your water in, put your ingredients in, and you'll have tea in 2 to 4 hours, depending on what you have in here. Okay, so we have our little teapot here filled with filtered water. It's cold water, it doesn't matter, it's gonna sit out in the sun for the rest of the afternoon. I have a line here. I think what I'm gonna do, and you can feel free to play around with this, like the recipe cards we're gonna show you talk about different herbs. I have rosemary growing right there, I have basil growing right there, I have some mint here. You can really just play with the different flavors that you want. I happen to have dried pineapple in my cupboard, so I think what I'm thinking is I'm gonna do a peppermint tea, just use a couple of these peppermint tea bags, and then add some regular mint, some lime, and some pineapple and see how that works out. Another one that I have done in the past is rosemary with dried apples. That really comes out nice. Rosemary with watermelon, rosemary with strawberries. We love at Seeds of Hope basil and cucumber. We love cucumber mint. I just really love making different refreshing drinks that don't have added sugar. One of the reasons why we don't want to have drinks with added sugar is because they have a ton of empty calories in them. And if you have too many empty calories, that adds up to buildup in your body of fat. And we don't want that, especially when we're not getting as much exercise as we could, because we're all trying to stay at home and stay safer at home. So especially during this time, it's important to try to think of creative ways to have drinks that don't have added sugar. So I'm gonna make this tea. As I said before, I'm gonna put a little bit of peppermint tea bags in, a couple of these, maybe 2. And then I'm gonna cut up this lime. And the cool thing about this teapot that I really like is that it's clear glass, and we can make it look pretty on the outside, while on the inside here, our tea is steeping. So it has this tea infuser in the middle that I'm gonna put my tea bags in and let them just sit in the sun for as long as I want. The longer it sits, the stronger it is. I'm gonna put the tea bags in there. I'm gonna put my mint leaves in there on the outside so it looks pretty. I even have oregano. I haven't ever tried oregano in a recipe, but I can see it being good with whatever the rosemary is good with. Like I said before, the apple or the strawberry is really good with the rosemary, so it probably is good with oregano too. I'm gonna put the mint leaves on the outside to make it look pretty. I'm gonna cut up this pineapple and put it in with the with the mint tea bags, but I'm gonna take like 1 or 2 of the full pieces, or maybe even cut them in half, or just rip them in half and put them on the outside so it looks pretty appetizing. And this is great if you have kids at home that really just want something refreshing. You can show them what's in here because it's clear, but you can have the really like infusing parts, the small little parts, the tea bags that don't really look as pretty on the inside doing all the work. So I'm putting these big things of pineapple. And whenever you're making tea, whenever you're trying to give something a lot of flavor, it's important to chop it up into small bits. Small bits because the more surface area you can give the water to kind of touch that ingredient, the more flavor it's gonna have. So I'm just gonna continue to make this. I'm just gonna slice some lime up, put it in here too. Make it look good. So, as you can see, we have our lime pieces, we have our pineapple pieces, and it's literally just gonna sit out here. I'm gonna squeeze the end of this lime in here. It's just gonna sit out here in the sun, and the sun's gonna do most of the work for us. So I'm gonna put a little bit more mint in here, just to get it started. 1 more lime wedge, 1 more lime slice, and I'm gonna chop up this pineapple and put it in here with the tea bags, and then we'll have, in about 4 hours, ready for dinner, some mint pineapple lime tea. So you can try this at home. Send us your pictures, send us your ideas for teas. I have here some rooibos. I threw away the box because it comes in like this huge like bulk box, but rooibos is a great tea to make iced. It has like vanilla undertones and it's decaf, so it's great to have iced. If you want to have it for dinner, you won't have that like caffeine shot, and it kind of mimics black tea in color and a little bit of the taste. So I encourage you to try rooibos at home. I encourage you to try all these different recipes. Let us know. I'm excited to try this later. Hey everybody, I wanted to show you what the tea looks like. All of the pineapple is now hydrated. The mint is still looking pretty good, but it's been about 4 to 6 hours, maybe like 5.5 hours, that this tea's been sitting out here. And I'm just gonna put it in the fridge for a little while before dinner, and then we'll ice it up and we'll drink some peppermint, pineapple, lime, and fresh mint tea. It's gonna taste great, I just know it. Send us your tea ideas, send us your pictures, we'd love to see that.